What's up, everybody? Trad West Podcast. Back with another video. Gonna be talking about Bill Burr. Comedian Bill Burr's been making the headlines lately, doing some unhinged rants. The one I got pulled up that we're gonna listen to is, him basically coming after billionaires as just the evil people that they are. So we're gonna go ahead and play that, and then we'll talk a little bit about what he says there and other stuff he's been talking about lately.
They're struggling out there because of these billionaires. And they got us all arguing liberal and conservative. We got to stop doing that. Like, I am so tired of hearing about people going to bed worried about what's going to happen next week. There is so much money in this country. And there's so much work being done, And if you work a full week at a job, you should be able to pay your rent. You shouldn't have to go out and get a job and still be struggling. It's bad for the country because then the kids don't see their parents, so they're not getting the upbringing that they need. It's so these billionaires. They need to be put down. Like rabid dogs. They're like rabid with greed and just going out and just dividing everybody.
So that's the gist of that rant that he said. And hey, I don't disagree with some of the stuff he was talking about. I wish the country was a little less divisive. We are very partisan. We got the Democrat only faction, vote blue no matter who. We got MAGA, although MAGA seems to be filled with people that are much more different from each other, especially since the RFK Juniors, the Tulsi Gabbards, Vivek, Elons have joined. But now Elon's like the terrible billionaire when they praised him before for his electric cars and they wanted to raise him up on the left, saying he was saving humanity. Now they're burning and demolishing Elon's cars. So, but the very dangerous thing Bill Burr says here, and the reason I don't take much of what he says serious at all, well, one, he's a comedian. But then even when he kind of is being serious, on numerous occasions, he just willingly, when he's on the Rogan podcast and whatnot, he's just willingly admitted like he doesn't pay attention to politics. He doesn't watch news. He doesn't really know what's going on. So if you don't pay attention, you don't watch stuff, why are you trying to be holier than thou and have your voice heard and your input? You shouldn't be talking on stuff unless you're knowledgeable about it. And he just said billionaires need to be put down like rabid dogs. Like, are you serious? He's also like saying free Luigi and stuff in other clips. So Luigi Mangione, the one who is currently, being investigated for killing the CEO of the health insurance company, he's basically praising him and calling for more acts of violence to these people that are billionaires. Now, I'm sure some of them are greedy. I'm sure some of them are not really good people. But I don't get the hate because it used to be they would talk this way about millionaires. Now they changed it to billionaires because so many of them talking shit, they themselves are rich millionaires now. Bill Burr is rich. He's trying to get in with the crowd like, see, I'm one of you guys. Don't hurt me. I'm only worth 40 million, not 1 billion. I'm one of you guys. Yeah, Bill Burr's net worth's like around 40 mil, I believe. He's rich, but he's hating on the billionaires. This is Bernie. Bernie's a millionaire now. Now his thing is to attack billionaires. I'm not saying they're great people, but I don't think they're these evil, super greedy people. Because guess what? They're responsible for providing jobs for many, many people to put provide for their families, put food on the table. And then I love the hate against Elon Musk right now. Just because, really? Like, this guy is trying to help make the government more efficient when he's already running like what 3 to 5 other companies, big important companies. He literally just sent a SpaceX ship to go rescue the stranded astronauts up in space. I'm waiting to see how the left and Democrats twist this into something negative and evil. But think of all the companies that Elon's running. So he's got Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink. That might be intermingled with SpaceX. Has to be very busy, is responsible for providing paychecks and employment to all these different employees that work for his companies, adding to the economy, helping other people provide for their family, put food on the table. So it can't all be greed and evil. Like, in all these billionaires, to a certain degree, they're supplying thousands of jobs to people. And everybody just wants to make them out to be just these complete evil individuals. And in Bill Burr's case here, like, hunt them down like rabid dogs and put down like rabid dogs. Like, that's pure, unhinged leftist ideology. And they act like the right wing is the violent ones when their side's calling for stuff like this, which is very dangerous because they've already been inciting violence. They've been doing that for years, especially if you want to go back to like the BLM protests. But then now, in particular, assassination attempts on Trump, burning, firebombing Tesla dealerships. I can only imagine how much security Elon and Trump need at this point. So people like Bill Burr just need to stick to comedy. You can have your opinions if you're educated on stuff, but he's on numerous occasions admitted like being ignorant and not paying attention to news or politics. So maybe stay in your lane if you're not doing the research on your own. Because he's like specifically said, I can't be bothered, to look that stuff up. Like during COVID, that's what he's like, I don't have time to do my own research. I just listen to the experts. Oh, really? Never occurred to you that experts are lying or paid off? So, anyways, we're going to end this here. Bill Burr, been making the rounds lately, comedian. He's a funny guy. I like Bill Burr as a comedian. He's a funny guy. But his wife wears the pants in his family. I know she's leans pretty left Democrat. And I'm sure she's part of the reason that he's doing these unhinged rants that he's doing. He doesn't have a mind of his own. It's whatever she says. So make sure you like, follow, subscribe at Trad West Podcast on all platforms. Until next time, Trad West Podcast out.